My name is Ron Smith. The show you're currently watching is Star Talent Showcase. Today, it was supposed to be our Christmas show. However, with the death of Nelson Mandela, and we wanted to dedicate this show to his life, his legacy, about change and ending apartheid. We asked to end apartheid in America as well, end apartheid in Rikers Prison, and end apartheid in Guantanamo Bay, freeing us from slavery, from our minds, and financial slavery as well, and educational slavery, both black and white. We had a show recently, the tribute to Trayvon Martin, and we posted it on YouTube, where somebody wrote to me on YouTube a derogatory, very racist comment based on that. So it saddened me, but I won't even dignify it. Today, I have a gentleman talking about his new book, Kenya Cage, the prophet, the story of Nat Turner. He's joining us here today. Thank you, Kenya Cage.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm really proud to be on your show today, especially since it's a tribute to the great Nelson Mandela.
Amen.
And there's something you need to know, that there's a connection between our hero Nat Turner and Nelson Mandela. Because Mandela, when he started out, remember Nelson Mandela, when he started the ANC, he was really working on a peaceful level. Mm-hmm. He wanted to end apartheid peacefully.
Right.
But after a while, and he started seeing what was happening to his people and how they would not listen, they would not change anything, or when you came at them peacefully, Nelson Mandela realized, we're going to have to get down there. We're going to have to thump, mm-hmm. right? The thing about Nat Turner was actually a preacher.
Really?
And not only was he a preacher, he was a peaceful, loving black man. And he was so peaceful and so loving that when one of his owners, her name was Sally, when Sally Travis' brother, whose name was Salafio, he said to her, because, see, Salafio felt vibes about Nat. See, right. And Salafio said, wait a minute, we can't trust this one. Mm-hmm. And she said, well, so what are you talking about? Nat is one of the best, N-words around. Right. He never caused any trouble. Mm-hmm. But Salafio could feel Nat's spirit growing inside. Okay. Because Nat, being peaceful and wanted slavery to end in a peaceful way, realized that the only way he was going to hasten and make this thing end, and the only thing they understand is that you have to do to them what they did to you. Mm-hmm. Malcolm always talk about Nat.
Right.
And you can't really sit down and pray somebody away when they're hitting you over the head. Right. When they're beating you with their, it doesn't really work. Now, right. God might get them, see, because I'm a strong believer in God. Right. But, even God sometimes needs a little mm-hmm. help.
I see.
Boil your fist up, snarl, mm-hmm. something. But Nat was not someone who would sing after a while. Mm-hmm. We shall overcome. Nat wasn't really like that.
I see.
He was based on the philosophy of Malcolm or the early Mandela. He believed, you hit me, I'm going to hit you back.
Now, what part of the South was Nat Turner raised in? His family probably came from Africa, born as slave.
Yes.
Was he a free man at that time?
Nat was never a free man. Okay. Nat's mother was actually from Ethiopia, and she was visiting Ghana. And she was visiting Ghana because she was in a dance troupe. Mm. See, this is what you got to understand. They had African dance troupes at that time. Okay. She was a 13, 14-year-old dancer. She was there dancing. They're enjoying themselves, and they're entertaining the crowd, mm-hmm. right? Everyone's singing, dancing in the open market, in the village. And while they're there, and while this is happening, her mother's there, her little sister's with her, and all of a sudden they hear the sound of horses. Mm. Hundreds of horses. They turn, they hear this, and everyone stopped in the village. And an old black man named Bibi, which means one who knows, turns and looks, and he points he said, where are these people? And the last thing he said, who are these people and why are they coming like this? And BB's heart exploded from the bullet that entered his chest. And in that village, that peaceful village where we were dancing and doing our trading and stuff, these folk, these hunters, attacked them for no reason and started killing men, women, and children for no reason. I mean, it wasn't necessary. Their brutality level wasn't necessary. Then the things they did was not necessary. And then when they got to America and they started doing it, and we all know the stories of what they did in America, you had guys like Nat who was being raised as slaves, but who was wishing and hoping that one day we're going to be free. One day, right? But then it dawned on him, wait a minute, these people ain't changing. They're not changing. And sometimes the only way you could get somebody's attention, see, even kids know this, right? They say, Mom, and Mom's talking, Mom's talking, Mom's talking. Right. They tap my mom's, boy, what's the matter? Sometimes you have to tap people to get their attention.
That's right, that's right.
This was Nat Turner was tapping white people to get their attention.
Right.
He made sure his goal was to create devastation and terror wherever he went. And he was going to do that because he wanted them to know, you can't treat us like this and think we're not going to do it back to you.
But Kenya, let me ask you something.
Yes.
How did you get involved with it? I understand you're a screenwriter.
Yes.
How did you find the story and the research behind this? Because this book goes into in-depth about Nat Turner and his life. Coming up in school, I never even heard about Nat Turner.
Nat Turner. I had learned in school that Nat Turner was this crazed black man that went around killing white people for no reason, that used to hear voices. That's what I was told. Then as I started doing a little bit of study, you start saying, wait a minute, it don't sound like right? You want to understand, you got to understand this. When I did the research on this book, I talked to Nat's descendants, but I also talked to some of the descendants of the slave owners.
Really?
And I spoke to a guy named Richie Francis, who is a descendant of one of the women. And by the way, he wouldn't have been born had Nat got a hold of his mother. The woman, she wouldn't have been born. She was pregnant at the time, and only reason she survived is when the insurrection took place, one of the slaves took her and hid her in a closet. Had they not hid this woman, this guy wouldn't have been born. And we were talking about Nat Turner and what Nat did, and he said to me, he said, Kenya, I'm going to tell you something. Had I been born at that time and it was my people, I would have done the same thing. And white people have always done that. See, they have defended themselves when it was necessary. That's how this country got here. I mean, the British were ruling, right? And the same thing, and they got tired of it. And the British wasn't doing as much to them as they were doing to slaves.
That's right.
And they got tired of it, and they fought back. Nat was inspired by the revolution that was done in America.
Now, how did he get a hold of all these guns and men? And
that's the thing. Nat didn't get a hold of a whole lot of guns.
Really?
Didn't get a hold of a whole lot of guns. They had about 3 or 4 guns among them, and 2 of them weren't even working properly. They fought. Let's check this out. There were about 50 of them that fought the United States Cavalry. They had 1 working gun.
Well.
The other 2 guns didn't have ammunition. They put gravel in the guns.
Oh.
They fought the United States Cavalry, and these guys retreated. They had the cavalry retreat.
Wow.
Because of their spirit, because they knew what they were fighting for. And sometimes when we're fighting for right, and Nat knew that he was fighting for right, when you fight for right, there's nothing that's going to stop you.
Right.
I always have a saying, I tell everybody, man, I'll tell you right now, when you want a goal, or you want a dream, or you want to do something, man, you give me a water pistol, I'm charging hell with it. Right? That's the way we have to be. You can't, one of the things in this book, one of the most touching things, and it was brought to me by a white woman who was reading the book. She was a critic, and she's writing an article on the book. This is what she said to me. She said, Kenya, she said the most touching thing in that book is when Nat looks at his family and looks at some of his friends and says, the thing that hurts him the most is looking in the eyes of women and children and them instinctively knowing that he, as a black man, should be protecting him, protecting them, and he cannot. He said that hurts more than anything. And he was going to change that. So I mean, it's available at Amazon.com too. You got to get it because it was one of the top 100 books in Amazon.com in this category. And it's rated as top rated book, and it's the highest rated book on Nat Turner. And it's like 1,200 books on Nat Turner. So
Now, can you?
Yes.
I'm being told that we're running out of time.
yes, sir. That's
I
exactly
gotta
it.
have you back, man. We haven't
sir.
even scratched the surface.
We haven't scratched the surface, you know. But the thing is, we know it's out here.
Yes.
Your watchers, your viewers know it's out here.
Right.
Get the book. Support the book. One of the things that's happening, it's going to be made into a motion picture.
Right.
And you have to understand, there's two things that can happen. One, we can do it ourselves, or two, the studios are going to get it.
Right.
And I want to tell you something, just to be honest, on the third day, the studios had contacted me about this book on the third day.
Really?
Now, I'm going to tell you, as a right, I can't pass up not having the book made into a movie,
Right.
but at the same time, I'm going to give it enough time to see if we can do it together. So the only way we can do it, though, and have it backed by us in our community is that we have to go ahead, get the book, support the book, and let Hollywood know we're going to support this film.
Now, where can people find you on Twitter, or Facebook, or YouTube? Where's your next speaking engagement? Real quick, they're telling us we got to wrap.
You can find me, Kenya Cagle, at AOL.com. You can just write me right there.
Okay.
Or you can go to our website, www.caglevisioninc.com. The book is available at Amazon.com. And also, if you're in Brooklyn, I know most of your viewers are in Brooklyn, you can pick the book up at Respect for Life Bookstore at 537 Nostrand Avenue. You should go there first because this way you'll be supporting two black men at the same time, two black businesses.
That's right.
And this is a powerful book. It's a powerful read. In fact, I guarantee if you're watching this thing right now, if you pick up this book and if you don't like this book for any reason, I will double your money back. Right now, this book came out October 2nd, which was Nat's birthday. Right now, we have 102 reviews. 102. Out of 102 reviews, 96 of the reviews are 5-star, and the rest are 4-star reviews. This book is powerful.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay, Kenya Cage, thank you so much for being here. The book is called Prophet, The Story of Nat Turner. Read it, get it, ingest it. We'll be right back. More Star Talent Showcase. Thanks. You know, reggae music brings tears to my eyes, literally. You know, my next guest,
Yes.
his name's Black Nice.
Blacka.
Pinnacle, his new CD, his first CD. And this brother's been making the rounds, doing the shows, promoting his CD. I mean, I've heard nothing but great things from my man Pop telling me about him. Black Nice,
Yes.
welcome to the show.
Bless.
What is reggae about? What's the soul of reggae?
Well, reggae is a spiritual music. You know?
Uh-huh.
Reggae is a music which tries to lead the people in the right direction.
Right.
Give the people a sense of hope, knowing that there is a God. So
Beautiful.
reggae music always trying to keep the people together.
Oh, okay.
And we try to say something that makes sense, something that positive
Beautiful.
towards the people. So we don't, when you hear reggae in a different mood and they're swinging it, they're trying
They
to
are.
swing it in a different
They're
way.
commercializing it? Really?
Yes.
Now,
So,
Phil, what touched you about reggae?
well, with me and reggae now, it's a conception
Okay.
where it born in me. It born for do. It's something that I born to do, you know?
Right.
So I just follow up with it, and from seeing elders doing it, I get vibes, wish the words that they speak about and what they talk about in their songs.
Okay.
That even give me a more inspiration so I could even
Okay.
take it to the next level.
Great.
You
Now,
know?
let me ask you about this. Since the death of Nelson Mandela, okay,
Yes.
and a lot of reggae artists was inspired by Nelson Mandela
Definite, yes.
and stuff. How has Mr. Mandela touched your life?
For growing up for all these years, we speak of Mandela. We chant songs of redemption about Mandela. Because Mandela is an icon to black people.
Yes.
Freeing black people and black people awareness,
Right.
knowing that there's some place different from what we're seeing around us right now.
Beautiful.
You know?
Beautiful.
So
And
I even did a song about Mandela from like 15 years ago.
Oh.
And I get some journalists, they interview me and we speak about Mandela. I was taking a trip to South Africa. Well, eventually it never happened, but I make an inspiration song about Mandela.
Okay.
So,
Well, we hope that we want you to get to sing that song and give us an acapella of that song.
no problem,
And
no
stuff.
problem.
Now,
Yes.
we're gonna get into your music a little bit. But where can people find you on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube? Tell us about some of those things and where you're gonna be performing and stuff.
Well, I'm waiting at this moment to get some gigs.
Okay.
Like, but I'm still pushing my behalf,
Yeah.
you know. But and Facebook, you could find me. You could look me up on RW Black Love
Okay.
28 at Gmail
Okay.
and Black and Ice. You
Okay.
could from you put in Black and Ice, you could get me on YouTube. You could get me on SoundCloud, Reverb Nation. You know, the one name, take it right through
Now, is
Apps.
Black Love your independent record label or?
the. Yes, my
Okay.
independent.
Okay, beautiful.
I'm trying.
Okay,
I'm trying.
okay.
I'm trying.
Beautiful, beautiful.
right.
Now, you have a couple songs you're going to do for us. Tell us about what are some of the reggae artists that are out there right now
That kicking up.
Yes,
kicking
that inspires you as an artist and
Yes.
stuff, that gives you, growth and stuff.
Inspiration,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Caperton, Sizzler, Anthony B. There's a lot of them. Speaking of consciousness, you know.
Mm,
So
that's pretty good. All
you
right.
know, it's a
lot.
beautiful thing listening to some of these artists, because they really give you a definition, inspiration to
Do you-
focus.
Okay, great. Now, do you think that reggae music will ever become commercial or go mainstream or at one point?
I think it would go mainstream.
Okay, okay.
It's heading for mainstream, because all of us not focusing the same way.
Right.
We're focusing to lead
Right.
our people and children out of
That's
Babylon.
right. That's right.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So
All right.
we want to leave out of Babylon.
Beautiful.
Time to leave.
All right.
Yeah.
And, like I said, we thank you for coming and
Yes.
telling us that our time is just about done. We're going to hear you perform some of your music.
Yes, yes.
And we're going to have you back again.
Definitely.
And we wish you much success.
It's a pleasure.
Okay.
It's a pleasure.
And now, if people want to get you, you told us where to get it. iPinnacle, Black Nice,
Black and Nice.
Blacka Nice,
Nice.
Blacka Nice, yo.
Black and Nice.
Blacka Nice. All right. And, thanks for coming.
Yes,
again,
it's
all
a
right?
pleasure, 'cause without
right.
Pops
All right. Pop, my co-producer.
and greetings in the name of Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie I, the first, ever living, ever faithful, ever sure. What more? You want to live last score? Well, this is a tribute to Mandela. So why you listening? Seen? Boom. Mandela picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my, want fi go home. Mandela picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my, want fi go home. Where? Back to Mother Africa, where we from. they we from, but make them understand that the whole of we are one. Now follow Satan with them invention. Me see the Babylon, each up in a station, but if them trouble get to youth, it a go bring a bam bam. Get to you the day from foundation. So listen to me style and catch me pattern. From Genesis straight down to Reveille. Mandela picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my. Wafi go. A Rasta picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my. Wafi go. Well, me tell them say in Africa need more persuasion. Forgive black people them liberation. We don't want involve in a no competition. So all intruders make tradition. The things belong to us, to them a fascination. Vanity them love Jah, we inspiration. If the earth have a voice, should I sing out a song? In Africa it's all black man belong. Teach them black and nice, teach them right not wrong. Some a say me weak and some a say me strong, but music is me light and me occupation. Wow, black and nice come fi tell the nation again. Mandela picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my. Wafi go home. Mandela picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my. Wafi go home. Well, this ya one ya call multiplication. Where them want to flap revelation. Tell them say them need enough information. Them couldn't wait for carry me name Ghana station. And I talk about me dep on probation. But a Jaja give me them ya inspiration. For the third and fourth generation. Me nah join them organize. Hey, Mandela picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my. Wafi go home. Mandela picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my. Wafi go home. Mandela picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my. Wafi go home. Yes, I get up picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my. Wafi go home. Loving Jaja me number one policy. Every time me do it, it a show quality. I woulda consider I myself lucky just to be in the almighty family. It better than a living, me say, in a luxury. Be glad if you get that opportunity. Go preach up Jah love in your community. Just tell them say you're black and not the vicinity. I sing Mandela picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my. Wafi go home. I get up picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my. Wafi go home. A Rasta picnic them a cry, oh me, oh my. Wafi go home. Selassie, live it and reign it in the heart of all righteous. Give thanks again. Bless. Well, this song is about Sandy Hook. Remember those kids that they kill in Connecticut? Yes, it's about Sandy Hook. Here it go. You see that Mac, that Glock, that Tech, that dirty, rusty 45. Don't put your one penny, don't touch it. Me say, don't put your one penny, don't touch it. You see that Mac, that Glock, that Tech, that dirty, rusty 45. Don't put your one penny, don't touch it. Me say, don't put your... Hey, gun is not a producer of family. Gun will make you lose your life in a cemetery. Me no like gun, me at the sight of gun. If me see you with one, you know see where me turn. You know if me walk or if me run. What's wrong with these young generation? Like them come to destroy the whole nation. But first me have to ask some question. Who is the founder of gun? Who is the maker of gun? Them import the gun and give the youth them in the slum. For kill off them one another. Be a blood a run. When shots start bust, everybody have to run. Who can run, them have to dive a ground just to save them life from the son of a gun. A time mankind live civilized. And don't make the devil get the best of you. Because yo, you see that Mac, that Glock, that Tech, that dirty, rusty 45. Don't put your one penny, don't touch it. Me say, don't put your one penny, don't touch it. You see that Mac, Mac, that Glock, that Tech, that dirty, rusty 45. Don't put your one panny, don't touch it. Me say, don't put your, hey. Sandy Hook was a bad incident, but the youth them have to keep me say enough confident. Don't bother run down no dollars and cent. Education are the key, so use up the key. What is to be, me say must have to be. Over the ocean or over the sea. Timbuktu are the first black college. In Ethiopia, the world knowledge. So tell the kids them, tell the youth them, fi take my advice. Don't pick up no gun and go shoot nobody down. Police will hunt you down and just take away your life. Our father feel when him one son die. Our mother feel when our one daughter die. A be high water come from a rye. But let me tell you this. The killing have to stop. The youth them can't survive after that. I no joke me a make and I no chat me a chat. The youth them of today are the man of tomorrow. A real talk that. So help me sing the track. You see that Mac, that Glock, that Tech, that dirty, rusty 45. Don't put your one panny, don't touch it. Me say, don't put your one panny, don't touch it. You see that Mac, that Glock, that Tech, that dirty, rusty 45. Don't put your one panny, don't touch it. Me say, don't put your, hey, me say, gun is not a producer of family. Gun will make you lose your life in a cemetery. Me no like gun. Me at the sight a gun. If me see you with one, you no see where me turn. You no know if me walk or if me run. What's wrong with this young generation? Like them come for destroy the whole nation. But first me have to ask some question. Who is the founder of gun? Who is the maker of gun? Them import the gun and give the youth them in the slum. For kill off them one another. Be a blood a run. When shots start bust, everybody have to run. Who can run them have to dive a ground just to save them life from this son of a gun. A time mankind live civilized. And don't make the devil get the best of you because, yo, you see that Mac, that Glock, that Tech, that dirty, rusty 45. Don't put your one panny, don't touch it. Me say, don't put your one panny, don't touch it. You see that Mac, that Glock, that Tech, that dirty, rusty 45. Don't put your one panny, don't touch it. Me say, don't put your, hey. Sandy Hook was a bad incident, so the youth them have to keep me say enough confident. Don't bother run down no dollars and cent. Education are the key, so use up the key. What is to be, me say must have to be. Over the ocean or over the sea. Timbuktu are the first black college. In Ethiopia, the world knowledge. So tell the kids them, tell the youth them, fi take my advice. Don't pick up no gun and go shoot nobody down. Police will hunt you down and just take away your life. So our father feel when him one son die. Our mother feel when our one daughter die. A beer high water come from a rye. But let me tell you this, the killing have to stop. The youth them can't survive after that. I no joke me a make and I no chat me a chat. A real talk that. A real talk that. Rastafari, Selassie, bless.